Trader Trev here, PowerEdge Trading. Want to walk you through why it is so vitally important that you innately, based on your own experience, trust your trade plan, your setup, your model. Okay? We're looking at yesterday's price action here. And yesterday is a perfect example of how vastly different the outcome for your day would be if you trusted your trade plan versus if you didn't. You kind of did, but maybe you kind of didn't. Like stark contrast. And I'm going to walk you through why I say that. Okay. So market opens 9:30 open. We would have had our pre-session prep done. So we would have had this power block already drawn on the charts. We would have had this M15 50-minute bearish gap on the charts as well. Price pulls into it, taps it, and then displaces below the 50 EMA. Fantastic. I like this idea, right? Of us hitting that and then coming down. So we break the 50 EMA, price pulls back. I'm looking for a signal to get in. We get it on this candle here. Okay. There is a little bit, the probabilities drop a little bit when we're entering right on an EMA like this because there's always the risk that it'll pop up. But we tested it and we broke through it. So to me, there's good opportunity here. We know we're delivering from this power block up here. We've got some targets below us that we'd already called out in terms of objective for price. So I felt good about taking this. So let's say we jump in and it bounces back, takes out the stops here, including us. So we're stopped out here. Okay. And this is where, if we trust our trade plan, great, we're going to jump in that next trade plan. We're not jumping in to the trade because we want to make up our losses, right? We're jumping in it because our meets our trade plan. One of the benefits of that is that it can absolutely help make up our losses and put us in profit because we try to trade a 2R plus model. So here we take a 3-point loss, then we get a signal right here on this candle. Nice bearish candle. I like that. We jump in one tick below on the next candle. We put our stop above the swing high at 4.25 points. Again, this is ES, and then our targeting 2R, so 8.5 points, and price delivers nicely. Okay, so you have Trader A. Trader A is very confident in the setup, right? So Trader A takes the loss. So he's down, what is it here? 3 points after trade 1. Okay, now up 5.5 points after trade 2. Let's compare that to Trader B. Trader B is down 3 points. Okay. Now that's like, okay, yeah, I'm down 3 points. But this is a setup of events that triggers tilt and has other circumstances beyond that. And I'll explain it to you. So Trader A sitting there happy. Okay, I'm good. I'm just going to wait for the next setup. I'm up 5.5 points, followed my trade plan. I trust my trade plan. We have a really good relationship. And I have zero worries about trading my trade plan when I see my A+ setups. And meanwhile, Trader B over here is like, I'm down 3 points. Then they see this trade that they would have been watching it. They would have said, okay, there's my setup. But I got burned. I'm afraid. So they don't take the trade. And then Trader B, who's already down 3 points, sees that it delivers to full target. And they know, I would have been out of the pain of being in the red, and so now this combination can put them in tilt where they're just like starting to look for trades that aren't even in their trade plan, and they can really damage their accounts. Okay. The other thing is they could say, okay, I took this trade here. It went against me. I missed this one. I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to take the next trade. And so comes along, let's see here, our next trade right here. Right? They see a setup. meets all of our criteria, comes into a power block, breaks below the 50, pulls back, we get our signal, and it's go time. Okay, so they take the trade. Trader A minus 3 points after trade 1. They're up 5.5, 5.5 points after trade 2. And now what? Now they're only up 1.5 points after trade 3. Okay. But remember, trader A trusts and has explicit confidence in our trade plan. Okay, so they're like, okay, this is par for the course. We are working in a business of probabilities, not certainty. But they know, trader A, the trusting, confident trader who trusts our trade plan, knows, okay, well, we're just going to keep working, following the rules, taking our trades, trusting the trade plan, right? And working with the probabilities as they unfold. Okay, so now we have trader B, not so trusting, doesn't know their trade plan as well as they should for their own experience. They haven't done the work. Okay, so they're down, as we know, after trade 1. Now, not only down 3 points, they just took a loss. So now they are down 7 points. Right? And for them, this is trade 2. Okay? So you can start to see where this is going. So here, they're like, I've taken 2 losses. What do you think did this for their confidence? They're already struggling for confidence in their setup. Do you think this helped confidence in the setup? No. Many traders would either go full-blown tilt mode here if they haven't been already, or, again, when I say many traders, these are traders that don't have trust in their trade plan, don't know their trade plan well enough in terms of the data and the performance, and experience it for themselves from tracking it day in and day out and doing the homework. They are at risk of going into full-blown tilt now. Either they walk away from the charts, that would be the best solution right now, right? If they're feeling that, if you're feeling tiltish, walk away. If they had confidence like trader A does, though, in their trade plan, they would have jumped in this next trade. Okay, and this is also one of the reasons why we really strive for 2R setups. Our goal on every trade is 2R, unless, one of our rules, if there is a key level or setup, then it's discretionary. If you can make more than 1R, then it's a discretionary decision to make. But that's baked into our trade plan. But whenever we can, we always focus on 2R. Okay. So here we are now. Trader A, good old trusting trader, does their end of day reviews every day. They know they take a loss, they're still going to come out ahead. So they were down 3 points. I know this is getting repetitive, but repetition is the way to get this in our minds. Locked into our trading psychology. Then they were up after trade 2, up a nice 5.5 points per contract. Then they took another loss, and so, okay, well, we're only up 5.5 points now after trade 3. But then, because they trust the trade plan, well, trader B, who knows if they're done for the day or they blew their account, whatever. Trader B, after that, I would say extremely low probability that they're even thinking clearly enough to see this setup now. And if they did, they would either have fear. There'd be a lot of psychology factors involved here. Okay, but trader A would take this trade, and it makes 8 points. So now they are up 9.5 points after trade 4. Okay, so yesterday's price action is a really good example of letting the probabilities play out, but you only have confidence in doing that when you know your trade plan. And so I know I'm hitting the hammer many times on this nail. An end of day review to me is more important for our learning and confidence in our trade plans than backtesting. Okay, so I'm hoping trader B that they would have gone out there at the end of the day, come back to the charts and reviewed how different their day would have turned out had they followed the trade plan. Now, it's not to beat yourself up, it's not to feel bad, right? It's to learn, it's to build confidence in your trade plan. Believe me, when I was learning, and I still have days where maybe I'm moving my stop because of like there's so many mental gymnastics. It's exercises like this that drive consistency, that drive confidence, that take you from a place of trading from fear and greed and those mental gymnastics to one of like calm. I want to be cautious about saying Zen trading, but you trade from a very different place, right? When you know your setup works. So, want to leave you with that. If you are interested in learning the PowerEdge Trading System model, our core model, I have launched a mentorship. It's a very high touch. It's a we do 2 2-hour sessions one-on-one with me. I will teach you firsthand the setup. I'll teach you how to set up your charts, how to configure your power bands for our signals. I'll teach you what to look for, how to do the higher time frame analysis, how to do where do we look for our setups, how to enter, and your trade plan, your risk management. All of that is part of it. Then once we've done that, then we have a 1 week where we trade together in a small group of other mentees that are learning with you. I did one-on-ones with them separately. I really want to have that one-on-one time to make sure you're getting it. And I'm answering your questions on the way. Then twice a month, I do 1 weeks where with each cohort of 12, up to 12, we're in the trade room together. We're trading live. You're seeing, hearing my thinking. You're able to ask questions as we're in the market. And we trade the New York morning session. Sometimes we'll spill a little bit longer, but I do try to be in and out before noon. Okay. So we will be trading live for a week, and then you have ongoing access to the Discord, to your small group. So long after you and I were done with our week trading together, you have an opportunity. If there is a great dynamic in the small group, continue to jump on the Discord within your trading channel. You guys can trade together, jump on tomorrow, and be part of that small group, trading, helping each other get better. There's no room for negativity. There's no room for anything that's not going to be encouraging and making us better as traders. And so absolutely a big part of that is accountability. And so accountability is not being negative. Accountability from one another as traders is there to help build you up, hold you accountable, make you better, and help you learn faster. So that is the program. You would also get our playbook, which includes all of our 6 core models. I really want people to master the Power Pivot first. That is our core performance model, and everything, all our other setups happen after that setup happens. So it's vitally important, and there's more than enough. These are just Power Pivot trades that we're looking at here. There are more than enough to just trade that pattern. So that's why the focus is on this model, this setup, but you do have access to all 6 of our setups. But I recommend to everyone really just focus on this. This one is proven. It performs well. It's great for reversals, pullback continuations. There's a lot of opportunities that can unfold for you within any given trading session. So if you're interested in learning more, there is a link in the description. Jump on over. If you have any questions, DM me, and hopefully we'll be seeing some of you in the mentorship program. That's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.